Ooh, got people joining. All right. What's up, Mark? How's it going, man? Ryan, how you doing? I'm doing this from my phone, so it's kind of hard to see the chat, but wait for some more people to join on here because I need your help. I need your opinion on some stuff. And hoping to give you some updates too. I got a bunch of updates to just put out there. Still working on maybe getting a video out for Sunday. We'll see. I got a lot of things that are like right in the middle. Glenn, Keith, hello. Garage tour. It's getting full in here. I'm trying to get rid of some too, but you know, never seems to be empty in here. There's Pee-wee. I even got the Pee-wee bike in the garage. That's usually hiding in the shed. But we freed up some space, so. There's a few people on here. You can see I got the Cobra out. Definitely one of my favorite bikes. I just love the suspension on this thing, but I want to know if you guys want me to make this all-wheel drive or not. I'm thinking about making it all-wheel drive. I think it would be the ultimate bike. The Cobra was dual motor. I think that would be fantastic. What do you think? I got this e-bike link kit just laying around. Not doing anything, right? Right there. I don't like the look of that big direct drive motor, but you know, it'd be more just an experiment. I would put it on there just to see if it worked. I'd kind of like just real quick and dirty add it on there and see what it's like having an all-wheel drive Cobra. And then maybe try to source a geared hub motor for it later. But those are hard to find. I can't find geared hub motors are like impossible for the front wheel. You can't really find them anywhere. And if you do find them, it's just the motor and it's not in a wheel, so then you got to get it laced in a wheel. So we'll see. But what do you think? Dual Cobra? Dual motor Cobra? Maybe. You guys probably want me to do a dual motor wired bike. There's wired hiding up there. Or Zebra, or I don't know, what bike you want to see dual motor? Side Rusher? Shunt mod the Zebra? Maybe. I don't even know how to do that. I'd have to figure out how to do it first. I had it done for me the last time. I don't think it's really complicated. From what I've heard, you just glob a bunch of more solder on the thing so it allows more current to flow. I don't know. I am not an electric expert at all. Yes, dual wired. That would be, I don't know, the wired bike is crazy enough, man. I don't know if it needs another motor on it. The Cobra is kind of like, I mean, it's okay power-wise, but it would be better if it had more power. It always is. Always better if it has more power, right? Dual controls, dual wire. Yeah, kind of wants me to do the wired. I don't know if it would work on the wired. I'd have to really look into the forks because it doesn't have the RST guide forks on it like this. The Cobra already has the forks on it that I need, so that's real easy to switch that to dual motor. I like the RST guide. They're like a beefier fork. The dropout is a lot bigger, so I feel more comfortable adding more, motors on the front when you got the bigger fork. The wired's got a Mozo fork on it, so I don't know if it'll work or not. But maybe. I got this kit laying around. Maybe. We'll see. What else going on here? I'll give you some quick updates. So we still have this right here, the fabulous Road Warrior. Still trying to pull together some clips on Road Warrior and get that out to everyone. And believe it or not, over here, sorry, I'm holding myself on. That's why the camera's so shaky. We got a blue Road Warrior. We got red and blue here. Still trying to decide which one I'm going to use in the video. I'm leaning towards blue. What do you think? Blue? The blue one's pretty sharp. I like the blue. I like the red too, but I don't know, man. I think the blue might look better. We'll see. I'll show them to you side by side in the video for sure so you can see the differences. They're The red actually has red brakes on it, red calipers, and red brake fluid reservoirs. So it's got all this like little red accents on it. The blue one doesn't have that. So there's a couple little bit differences with it. Direct drive has drag, more drag for the rear hub. Yeah, the direct drive, you're right. I think there is kind of some drag on that when it's just coasting, and I think that might be why I was having a problem with the wobble in the front end the last time I added it onto a bike. I'm not sure on that. It's meant to go on the front, drop out. Anyway, I don't know why it would have a wobble the last time. Maybe that was just because the Tannis armor was in it or something. I don't know. Have a wired on order, getting excited. Edwin, dude, the wired bike is no joke. That thing is fast. So I wish you a speedy delivery on it because you're gonna love that thing. It's a comfy seating position and it's super fast. All right, so we're working on fabulous bikes, getting the Road Warrior out. The Road Warrior is very surprising. It is, spoiler alerts, fastest bike in this garage, even faster than wired. The Road Warrior, yeah, crazy top end speed on that bike. It is insanely fast. It's the fastest one in here. You'll see in the video. The speed starts with a 4. It's crazy. The dual motor on that thing is insane. 60-volt, dual 750s. It's a very fast bike. So we're working on fabulous. I took my notes here. What else we got? Electric. I'm going to get my hands on a electric light, the small folding electric bike that weighs like 45 pounds or something like that. So I'm kind of anxious to see what that's like. I know it's cut down to bare bones. It just doesn't have front shocks on it and stuff like that. I got a feeling I might end up modifying it a little bit in the future after the review on it. I think it's going to be here tomorrow. So I'll show you an actual folding bike that you can lift and put in your car. A lot of these other folding bikes are just so heavy you can't even maneuver them. So the electric light, I think, is going to be an example of a actual folding bike that you could take with you in an RV or something like that. So I kind of want to show that. I also want to show the experience buying a bike at a local bike shop, because I think customer service is a thing people are big on. So what happens if you buy a bike from a local store that will service it, like a Trek? I'm going to hopefully get into a Pedigo store. I've been talking to Pedigo, and they might allow me to come in and do the customer experience, kind of video that and show if you buy a bike from Pedigo and you go to a Pedigo store to pick it up, what that's like, and then talk to them about service and all that. Because I think there's a bunch of people out there that are not like me. They're not willing to repair things and take these things apart and try stuff. So if you want to be able to take it to a shop and have it serviced, that'll be an example of that. What else? And I think too, I might have Mrs. Citizen. I think she agreed to ride the Citizen 4.0 bike. I think she's gonna try it. I'm gonna try to get a video of that, of her trying the insanely fast all-wheel drive bike. That'll be the fastest thing she's ever been on. She rode the aerial rider and did okay on it. Well, maybe we'll start her off small. We'll give her some, put her on the wired bike first, let her feel stronger power, and then maybe try the Citizen 4.0. I think it'd be fun to watch her do a burnout and experience the power. She has no idea what that bike is really like. She sees me work on it, but she's never ridden anything like that. What else? You guys got any questions on anything so far? You can drop them in the chat. I'll try my best to see it on this phone. A couple people, let's see. Edwin's got the wired. The direct drive drag. Yep. All right. Well, and let me know too. Comment and let me know if you want me to do this motor on the Cobra. I'd really, like I said, like to get my hands on another geared hub motor to put on the Cobra, but they're impossible to source. I've been working on this for a while. We keep telling you guys I'm working with a company trying to get some 135 millimeter front geared hub motors for sale. And I haven't got an update in a minute, so I don't know if they're coming in or not. I missed some comments here. Bike shops usually want to sell the brands that are expensive. Well, yeah, bike shop brands are typically like double the price of direct to consumer ones. And I don't know, that's one of my questions for them. You know, is it, why is it more? Is it just the fact that you get the service from them or the components better? I don't want to get too deep into the weeds though if they start talking about, you know, the bearings in the headset. That's just going to go way over my head and everyone else's too. So we'll see why they're more expensive. You can mark up $1,800 bike. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. Yes, dude, great idea. Okay, maybe. I mean, I could pop this wheel on there pretty quick. I could probably do it in a night, really. I've got a plan on how I could pop this motor on there real fast and just put the battery like in the front bag there, and then maybe another bag on top of here for the controller, and it would be done in like, I gotta do some soldering because I got the wrong battery connectors on there, but I could probably have it done in a couple hours. I don't know. We'll see. What else? I think that's all I got for you. We talked about electric on the way. Oh, I forgot to tell everyone too, I was supposed to get onto a Hemiway Rhino, the dual battery bike from Hemiway that's coming out. And they sent one to me, but it wasn't like the production model. It was another prototype, and it didn't even have the same motor in it that the customers are going to get. So I just shipped it back because I didn't see the point in doing a video on a bike that isn't going to be the same as what customers are going to get. I'm going to leave people with more questions than answers. So I didn't even open it. I didn't even open it and look at it. I just shipped it back. So I don't know if they're going to send a actual production version Rhino to review or not. I guess we'll see. I haven't heard. Vericycle. I think you sent me an email and I still need to reply to it. Use a 750 Bafang like your mistress. Yeah, if I could find one, I absolutely would. I know you got the wobble in the front end of your bike too, and I don't know how to solve that. I'm not sure what causes that wobble. If it's drag from the motor or just the tire being out of balance, it's in the dropout crooked. I don't know. I'm not sure what causes that front end death wobble when you put the motors on the front sometimes. Why are some companies not shying away from 35 bikes and others are dead set on class 2 only, Kevin? I don't know why. There is definitely some companies that are like to the letter of the law with the speed and the classes and everything, and other companies don't care at all. They ship it to you as class 2, but then allow you to unlock it at your discretion, which I think is how it should be, because you could be using the bike off-road and, you know, legally could unlock it. So I don't know why. I guess it's probably just a legal thing. They don't want the liability of providing a bike that's too fast and someone gets hurt on it. I think that happened to Rad. I think someone got hurt on one of their bikes or something and they got sued for it. So I know the Rad sticks to like the classes, and the Aventon sticks to it pretty good too. The Aventon bikes, they don't go more than 20 miles an hour on the throttle, and you cannot override that. I've looked, I don't know how you do it other than changing out components on it. So I don't know why some are willing to take a risk and others aren't. I guess we're fortunate that some are willing to take that risk and give us some quick bikes like that fabulous bike. Holy cow, the thing is fast. What else? Dual Cyrusher Ranger. Maybe, I don't know. The Cyrusher bike's okay. It's really heavy to start with. I think it's 90 plus pounds. The Rhino is a sucky bike. I don't know. I never saw it. Never got my eyes on it. Never rode it. I don't know if it sucks or not. I would imagine it's probably the typical Hemiway power on the thing. I'm guessing. Well, they put a 1,000-watt motor in that one. Maybe it's better than the Zebra and the Cobra. I don't know. We'll see. It's got dual batteries on it, so it should have better range in theory. What's up with the fabulous Warrior X2 review vid? I'm working on it still. I've got each here. I've got fabulous Road Warrior Red and fabulous Road Warrior Blue. I'm going to show you guys both colors because there's differences between the bikes depending on what color you get. If you get the red one, you get like matching red brake reservoirs on it. You get zoom, and you get matching like red calipers, where the black one has different brakes on it. It's got like Shimano brakes on it. So I'll show both side by side in the video. All right, I think it's possible to replace a cadence to a torque. No idea. I'm sure it's possible. I just have no idea how to do it. It'd be more involved because when you do a torque sensor, it's part of the bottom bracket, so you got to rip the whole thing apart to put that in. Fabulous told me they wouldn't build me a dual 1,000-watt and didn't want to be liable. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the 750s are pretty fast as is. I don't know if you need dual thousands. I have a rigged Phantom E9. What brand of aftermarket suspension fork would you recommend? I don't know what that bike is. Phantom E9. I always go with the RST guide forks. I like those, but I am not a suspension fork expert whatsoever. Those are not the RST guides. They're not air forks. They're like hydraulic, but I like them just because they can handle the front motors, and that's typically what I'm doing, is putting front motor on something. What's the customer service like for wired? I don't know. I mean, I've heard okay things about it. No one's complained to me about customer service at Wired. I haven't had to use it, so I don't know. But no bad reports on it yet, anyway. You're right. He needs quad thousands. Maybe on the Citizen, like 5.0, I'll do that. Put on like dual 1,000 watts. After knowingly unlocking a bike, it's just a sad money grab. I'm not sure what that means. What is this one here, Kevin? I don't know, many people complain. Bike after they unlocked it, so they can relock it. True. All right, well, that's all that's happening here. I'm going to try to get something out for Sunday. We'll see. It's been terrible weather here. It's kind of been raining for 3 days, so I haven't been able to film much. I'm kind of falling behind, so I'll do my best. That's why I went live tonight, to just give you some quick updates on things. SMG 40. Steve, do you know how to tell your battery is going bad, getting weaker? I do not know how to tell. If that's something you can buy something to test, maybe there's a tester for that. I don't know. How you tell when it goes bad? Maybe if it just doesn't take a full charge, or you find it depleting quicker, maybe? I'm not sure. No one's ever asked me that before, but good question. I may have to look into that, because I got some batteries now that are, I mean, my original rad battery, I still use it, but it's 5 years old, 6 years old, because my bike was a 2017, I think, and I still have the original battery I used for something. So that battery's old now. That should be probably nearing the end of its life, but it still works. Can you test individual cells on batteries? I can't. I'm sure someone can, though. My Phantom bike is out of San Diego. I'll have to look that one up because I don't know that one. Thanks for all you do. You're welcome. Try my best to give you useful stuff. Fabulous customer service is on point. Yep. BMX bars on the EMX Extreme. Yeah. BMX on the EMX. That's what EMX stands for. Electric motocross. I asked them that. But yeah, Fabulous, their customer service is pretty on point. I get countless people telling me that they're on top of it. That is one good customer service company. Oh, and I want to ask you guys too. I was, of course, looking for dual motor bikes to buy. I found one that was insanely cheap, and it's not the Filodo or whatever that thing is. I found one that's it's like PWR Dually, and it's got dual 500-watt motors on it, but it's only like $14.99, which is pretty insanely cheap for a dual motor bike. And it seemed pretty good. I mean, it had hydraulic brakes, it had a torque sensor. I was surprised it was only $14.99. So check that one out. Look that one up. PWR Dually. And let me know if I should drop $1,400 on that, just to check it out. Worst case scenario, I use it for parts, but it might be an okay, cheap all-wheel drive bike. I'd like to get on one of those. Shunt the zebra. I don't know. I don't know if I want to monkey with the zebra all that much. It's tucked away over in the corner of there. I haven't done much with the zebra in a minute. I was debating on making that all-wheel drive as well. That's kind of the thing I'm interested in. I just love the power and the pull of all-wheel drive. And the shunt mods, I don't know, because if I ruin that controller, I don't have a backup for it. I have to go buy a backup. I have a backup for the Citizen bike. What else is in here? I still have access to this one, the fabulous Havoc that's still hanging around. I might do more with that. Is there anything else you want to see on the Havoc bike? Let me know. I did a couple videos with it, but I'm not sure what else to do. Maybe take out like extreme off-roading. See how it does on that? I don't know. I'm not sure what else to show you on it. The reviews cover pretty much everything, really. Any video on the Road Warrior? Everybody wants to see the Road Warrior. There's not much out there on the Road Warrior. Not a whole lot of content, so I understand you guys want to see that. It's coming. I'm working on the Road Warrior. It's crazy fast. It's very fast. The Road Warrior is the fastest bike in this garage. Beats, not off the line. It's not fast accelerating at all. It's fast top end. That bike lives 20 plus miles an hour. That's its home. Loves top end speed. But it's not crazy fast off the line. Citizen bike would destroy it off the line. The Havoc bike would destroy it off the line. It's not quick off the line. It's just fast top end. But I'll get that. That's going to be about a week probably before I get a final version of that thing ready to post. I have a Mac wheel with a bad battery, no customer service. Any idea where I can replace it or get it fixed? A Mac wheel. I think I had a Mac wheel bike once. I mean, you're best off just getting probably an aftermarket battery. I'm not sure what bike that is. If it's got a battery that like seats into the frame, or if it's just like a battery pack that's globbed onto the frame with like its own battery cradle. If that's the case, then you're lucky. You can just buy any battery and stick it on the frame and you're good to go. If it seats like into the frame and it's got a special thing, then it's a little bit harder. You have to buy one from them or find one that fits. But if it's just like the old school style where it's in its own cradle bolted to the frame, just buy whatever battery you want, wire it in. Should be fine. Havoc controller upgrades to stop front spin out or riding technique. I don't know what you'd do to stop the spin out. Put a smaller controller on the front motor, maybe, because there's two controllers on the Havoc bike. Road Warrior only has one controller. Havoc has two controllers, one for each wheel. I guess if you put a smaller controller on it, it would stop the spin out. Or if you just delay, well, no, you can't. It's not separate throttles. I think the only way you could do it riding technique would be to have it in single motor, twist the throttle, and then once you get going, push the button for all-wheel drive, and then you wouldn't get the spin out. That'd be the only way to do it, really. Try to take my 30 amp battery and strap it on the rack of my fabulous step through and run wire so I could lower my seat. Yeah. Yep. Totally get what you're saying there. That's a drawback of the design on the Havoc bike. That battery comes up so tall, you can't put the seat down. That's a one design flaw on that bike, if you can see it right there. The battery pack, if you got that taller battery pack with a bigger battery, yeah, probably run into it maybe, yeah. I have the speed set at 33 on the Road Warrior. Still not opened up yet. Oh, you have a Road Warrior. Do you have the 60 volt version? And why did you not open it up? K&D scrapping. Either slow start, smaller motor, or yes, delay. You still have the Escape. My dad has the Escape. He snagged that one from me. So it's still in the family. It's just in Pennsylvania. But I do still have the Hemiway Escape. He loves that bike. From the day I got that bike, he's been eyeing it and wants that. So he rides it up there now. That's like his go-to bike. He's got like 7 bikes. And I even gave him the Komoda. He took the Komoda bike from me, the Sauersche Komoda. And he doesn't even really ride it. He rides the Escape bike. So I might get the Komoda back because my wife likes that one. She likes to ride it. So I might get that one back from them. 2 more days and the Freedom goes on sale. Is it on pre-sale right now? The dually's $2,400. What dually? The PWR dually one that I was talking about? I think it was like $1,400. The one site I saw. No, the 60 volts not legal in Ontario. Yeah, Canada. Yeah, Canada. They won't let in powerful e-bikes like that. I know Fabulous told me they were having trouble getting the more powerful bikes into Canada. That's why the Road Warrior I'm going to show you guys is a US only bike. You can't get it in Canada. And the 60 volt dual 750s, nope, they're shipping right to New York and they ship out from the New York warehouse. It'll be USA only on that one. I think there is some 60 volts on their Canada website right now, so you better get them while they're hot because I don't know if they're going to get any more in. EMX, you can change settings for how much power you're dumping. You can lower the setting and get a little spin out. Yeah, the EMX has a different display on it, the one I had anyway. Fast eddy, yes. 60 volt dual 750. Okay, open it up. I want to know how fast yours goes. Because that one, the one I got is going like 40 miles an hour without pedaling it. The Road Warrior X2 is pretty insane. Tired of the 28 mile an hour. Oh, there's plenty out there that go faster than 28. Plenty. Anything aerial rider, those tend to all go like mid 30s. At least my phone is holding connection better than my computer. What else is in here? City Robin still hides in here. The PB bike is still hiding in here as well. Says it goes up to 45. Maybe on a downhill. Maybe. If you put the bike up on a kickstand and just hit the throttle, it does say 45. It does say that it'll go 45. Frigo has been sending out test bikes. Nice dual suspension. I've not seen any of their dual motor shotgun bikes. Frigo. I've heard the name Frigo. I think they reached out to me. I don't know why I didn't do Frigo. I think I might have said yes and then never heard from them or something like that. I know that name though. Let's make the lobby 30 so it's like the normal speed of cars on the street. Yeah, that's the thing. Like they regulate it to 20 and then they tell you you can't ride on bike paths with it. So you're stuck riding on the street with it, and then it's even more dangerous because you can't keep up with the flow of traffic at 20. So it should be 30, really. I don't know. My opinion. I try to ride mine in traffic with cars on the street. I don't go on the bike paths all that much just to record because it's quieter there. But majority of my riding is like on the actual street. Freedom fits my budget. I'm 68. Yeah, the Freedom is a beast for $2,000. I think you got to pay shipping though too, so it's going to be a little higher. But good bang for your buck on that one. What else is happening out there? If I could prop this thing, I could try to prop the Road Warrior up on its kickstand and show you that it'll go 40 plus if you want to see it. That bike's crazy fast. I gotta get some good footage of it. I recorded some footage today, which was okay, but it's hard getting the sunlight angles right so you can see the display screens and the GPS speed and all that. Need of a torque sensor bike. There's a bunch of them out there. Everybody's adding torque sensors. Aventon has them. I mean, there's Aventon, Cyrusher, Cobra, the Fabulous bikes. They all have torque sensors. Everybody's moving towards torque sensor. It is. I think it's better. As long as you're okay pedaling a little bit and putting some pressure in, I think it's definitely better. more intuitive power delivery, and you can. I like it just because you can put it in the pedal assist 5, and then you don't have to touch it ever again. You don't have to keep pushing the buttons because you're only getting power when you're pushing on the pedal. So it eliminates the need to like change the pedal assist level constantly. All right, I think that's about all I've got for you now. Those are most of my updates. Don't know if Rhino's ever coming from Hemiway. We're getting electric light to show you a light folding e-bike. I might go visit a Pedigo store locally to show you bike shop e-bike buying experience because I've never done that. I only get them shipped to me in all these giant boxes and have to put them together myself. So what's it like when you buy it from a store and they put it together and they service it? So I might show you that. Mrs. Citizen might ride Citizen 4.0. We'll see. And tell me if you want me to add a motor onto the Cobra. If I should just use this direct drive e-bike link kit I got just to see how it works, or investigate into actually making it like a Citizen bike, making it with a dual motor, independently controlled systems. That's how I like to do it. I like everything being separate. So let me know what you think. A couple last things here. I just bought a Blue Rev Miami Vice, same as the original Escape. 48 volt, 14 amp hour. Blue Rev Miami Vice. I'll have to look that up. I do not know what that is. But the Escape bike, that frame is just, it's not like exclusive to Hemiway. I mean, Bike Tricks also uses that same frame on their, whatever they call it. I don't even know. But yeah, there's a bunch of companies that probably use that same frame. Blue Rev Miami Vice. I gotta Google that. I don't know what that is. That's all I got. Thank you guys for hanging out for a bit. More videos on the way. One last one. I have KBO Breeze. I changed the display. Did see an improvement. Have you seen the compatible controller upgrades? The display gives you a couple more miles per hour. Well, I mean, it goes from 22 to like 26, 27 on that KBO when you change the display. I don't know about controllers, though. You're pushing the limits of that little motor, and then it's only got like 500 watt motor, I think. So I don't know on that, but more to come. Talk to you guys, everybody later. Thanks.